How to never miss a purchase from a potential customer on your Shopify or e-commerce dropshipping store. What's going on, guys? Yash here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everyone is absolutely having a great day. Today, we're going to be talking about one simple pricing strategy or tool you can implement on your guys' e-commerce business to drastically increase your conversion rate. Okay. So I know, a lot of people, they have a lot of abandoned checkouts, they have a lot of abandoned initiate checkouts, and, obviously a good cause or a good reason for people to abandon, their carts or abandon their initiated checkouts is, solely because life is happening, right? They may be busy, they may be getting a phone call, or they have to go eat dinner, or they have to go answer the doorbell, yada, yada, yada. But a majority of the time, what that almost stopping factor is for that person to, change their mind and not check out and not purchase from your e-commerce store is the exact price of the product itself. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys one tool, one implementation you guys can add to your guys' Shopify stores to almost never miss a sale. Okay, so before we get into that, guys, definitely check out my free Facebook group, Ecom Masterminds. I will be leaving a link to that in the description below with all of my other social media platforms as well. And please do drop a like on this video and do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and turn on your post notification bell so you guys do stay updated with all of my new and recent uploads. Thank you guys so much, and I would appreciate it a ton. So I want to introduce you guys to something called Afterpay. Okay, and if you're in the UK or anywhere in Europe or anywhere in the world, you can use something called ClearPay. Okay, it's basically the same concept, but today we're going to be talking about Afterpay because that is where most of my audience is, and that's where I'm personally from. I'm from New York City. I'm from the United States, and I've been using Afterpay for a lot of my stores and a lot of my products as well. Okay, so what Afterpay basically is, guys, it basically segments the payment into multiple payments, okay, specifically into 4 separate payments. Okay, so let's say your product is priced at $50 on your store as sale. Now this is what you're selling it to customers, okay, not your cost price, but what you're selling it to customers. And let's say it's at $50, okay? What Afterpay allows the customer to do is only pay 1/4 of that $50 up front and still purchase that item and go through with it and still receive their item as well. And the rest of the 3 payments of that $50 they can pay 2 weeks after, okay? So this basically eliminates that I can't afford it kind of mentality in the potential customer's mind, okay? It kind of gives them more of a cushion, and there's no kind of glass wall like, should I afford it or should I buy it? Can I afford it? I'm not getting paid till next week. It kind of eliminates all of these different thoughts from the customer's mind, okay? Because a lot of the times, a customer may want your item, may want your product, assuming, guys, your ad creative, your ad copy, your product page, your landing page, your offer, your funnel, everything else is in place, that only one kind of thing that's kind of, reeling them back is obviously the price, okay? So this makes them, or this puts them in more of a comfortable situation to actually purchase that item, go forward with it, okay? So what Afterpay basically is again a software or a kind of payment processor that allows you to break down the payments on your actual store, okay? And there's millions and millions of online retailers using this. Some of the biggest brands such as Forever 21, DSW, ColourPop, and I know tons of Shopify dropshipping store owners that are implementing Afterpay as well. Now, sometimes there's this misconception that, oh, you can only utilize Afterpay, when it comes to higher ticket items like over $100 or $200, but that is really not the case, okay? I'm going to be showing you an example of a lower ticket or a kind of lower category store also, using this Afterpay as well. And when I say low category, meaning just lower ticket items in general, more towards like 10 to kind of 50, $60, okay? Which are, kind of lower to mid tickets, okay? So This store right here, guys, Jeanette Gwen. This basically is a store that is selling different accessories that are kind of marble accessories. I'm pretty sure they have white labeled, their items. That's why they're working so well. I do believe they're generating multiple six figures or even seven figures every single year. Okay, but basically, so this item, this case itself is $80, okay? So obviously you can pay the $80, add to cart, initiate checkout and checkout, obviously and pay the $80 up front, but if you can see right here, or 4 interest-free installments of $20 by Afterpay, okay? So you would pay the $20 up front and then you would have $60 left. So over the 2 weeks time span, basically once a customer enters their credit card detail or their payment detail, basically even through PayPal, whether it be credit card, debit card, or bank account, Afterpay, it will manually deduct those $60 in 3 more different payments over the 2 weeks, and there's no interest fee, there's no hidden fees or anything like that. So, you know, it's basically making the customer aware, and you as a business owner, you're also at not out of a risk at all. You're basically not at a risk at all because they're guaranteeing you Afterpay. They will manually deduct that because the customer is agreeing to that as well, right? So if you go on more info right here, what it basically is shop now, enjoy now, pay later. So you can the customer can also receive that item. It's not only like only after those 4 interest fee payments are made, then they will receive the item. So you obviously select installments by Afterpay as your payment method, complete your checkout, and then you pay over 4 equal payments. So like it says, enjoy your purchase right away, pay every 2 weeks with zero interest and no fees when you pay on time. So in this case, it would only cost the customer $20, and then over the next 2 weeks, it would basically cut out 3 different even payments. So 20, 20, 20 over the span of 2 weeks as well, and that will be manually removed, like I stated before, from their credit card or debit card or their bank account. Okay, so they're basically kind of signing up for it. Okay, they're aware for it as well. So when we go to add to cart, let's just kind of run through how it works. You go to checkout. Let me just put in my information really quick, guys. I'll be right back. Cool. So now we are on the checkout page. So obviously you can, have your credit card, PayPal, Amazon Pay, or installments by Afterpay as well, which are supported by only Visa and Mastercard. Excuse me, not PayPal. Which most people, have Visa or Mastercard, right? So after you click complete order, it will basically redirect you to Afterpay North America. And yes, if you're in the UK or other European countries or anywhere in the world, more than likely you can utilize ClearPay as well. It's absolutely the same concept. Afterpay is specifically restricted to North America. Okay, so obviously you can enter your email, verification code, and whatnot, and you can obviously follow that whole process. Let me actually go through it. Here we go. The code is 998498. Perfect. So obviously you complete your profile. Once you have your profile, you can actually use Afterpay in kind of like you can basically use Afterpay as a customer on any store, but this is just kind of the customer's perspective. They will enter their name, their date of birth, their address, and their credit card information, and they will basically redirect that to that initiate checkout page, and people can actually complete their order. So it makes it really, really simple for them. And once they sign up for Afterpay, they can also use Afterpay anywhere else. So again, it's really, really convenient as well. So again, this really kind of incentivizes for people to buy that product and go through with it even more without that barrier or that glass kind of ceiling being there, where they're thinking like, I may not be able to buy it, I can't afford it, let me wait till next week till I get my paycheck. They almost have nothing to lose because kind of that installment feeling gives them a little bit of ease. It's also psychology at the end of the day. They're still paying for the whole thing. They're going to end up paying the $80, but it's in payments, right? That's why with cars, they offer leases, right? Because or they offer monthly different breakdowns or monthly payments of $3, $4, $5, $600 depending on the car you have, obviously, instead of buying it upfront for cash. It's kind of that same concept. It just kind of alleviates that kind of that mental tension, mental stress. Like, oh, I'm about to pay $80 for this, compared to like, I'm only gonna pay $20 and then I'll probably get the item anyway. I'll like it and I'll pay the $60 over, 3 installments in the next 2 weeks. Okay, so it just makes it a little bit more easier. Now, I've personally seen my conversion rate go massively up, almost from like 3.7% to like 4.4%, which is absolutely massive. So this again really eliminates that I cannot afford, kind of barrier or that statement from the customer's point of view. And how to basically install this, guys, is after you connect Afterpay with Shopify, or even before you do that, before you make an account or after you make an account, I would say you go to settings, you go to payment providers, you go to alternative payment methods, you go to choose alternative payment. After you go to choose alternative payment, you see Afterpay North America right here. So again, like I said, they only do accept Visa and MasterCard, which is like more than like 70% of people paying by credit or debit card. I don't think it's by PayPal, or like specifically directed from PayPal, so they have to pay by credit card, which most people don't really mind. So again, you do have to sign up for an Afterpay account. And then you enter your merchant ID and your secret key, which are both provided by Afterpay, so everything's secured. You can also kind of enable a test mode as well to see if it's working or not, and then activate it basically, okay? So what you need to do is I will leave this link below in the description below. And what you do is Afterpay for retailers, business name, first name, last name, business email, phone number, your website URL, your e-commerce platform. Obviously, most people who dropship or who are into e-commerce use Shopify, but in case if you're using Squarespace or Wix or WooCommerce, you can definitely select that. Shopify, kind of your annual sales. You can be as honest as possible, in which country, United States, Australia, or New Zealand, and then click submit, and you should be good to go. And once you register, you come back into here. Sorry if that was a little bit confusing, but yes, you do have to fill out that form. And then you just set all this up, and then you basically select which product you want to basically offer Afterpay for, or even all of your products on your store. Why not, right? There's really nothing to lose at all. It is guaranteed money. You aren't gonna not get your money, right? Afterpay is very trustworthy. You can obviously do your due diligence and your research at your own time as well. So I think, guys, this is something that's really helpful. It's something that not a lot of people are utilizing, and like I said, sales and marketing, it's all customer psychology at the end of the day. So this does really alleviate that pain point, which is kind of the price, half the time for people, even if they really want an item. So I think Afterpay will really kind of put them in a comfortable situation, and in order to kind of go forward with that purchase. So I will leave this link where you can sign up, and I do believe there is a monthly or annual fee, if I'm not wrong, depending on where you're located. But with this link, I also believe that you can get a free trial as well. But at the end of the day, guys, it's an investment in your business that will yield to more purchases and that will yield to a higher conversion rate. So think about it as an investment in your business that you will see the return of investment, both short term and long term with. Okay, so again, do a little bit of research. See if it's a good fit for you, but I really wouldn't see why or how it wouldn't be a good fit. Again, I've personally been able to implement this to one of my main stores, and also some of my current past stores, and I've seen a massive difference in how many people are actually going through with it. And almost half of the people were using Afterpay, because why wouldn't they? So again, I will leave a link to this in the description below. If you do guys have any questions, any thoughts, any concerns, please do drop them in the comments below. I really try to respond to as many people as possible. Other than that, guys, I hope this gave you some value. Definitely implement this on your guys' stores. There's absolutely nothing to use, and remember, at the end of the day, it's something that is an investment that will yield in a longer term return. So think of it that way. Be smart and really unlock your maximized potential for your guys' stores in terms of the opportunity and in terms of the sales that you're going to be bringing in. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much. I hope you found this helpful as usual, and I will check you guys out soon. Peace.